Should be on.
I'd like to call this meeting of the Board of Commissioners to order for June 17th, 2013. And if you would, please stand with me and we will start with the pledge. I don't believe there's anyone from the Ministerial Association. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Payroll.
Tables are going to include the emergency management report, which is one of the quarterly electronic, and the OPO. The total for June 21st, 2013 bill is $133,024.07.
No changes from what was sent electronically. I move we approve payroll for June 21, 2013 for a total of $120,650. I'm sorry, $133,024.07.
Second. Got a motion second on the floor to approve the payroll for June 21st in the amount of $133,024.07. All those in favor say aye. Aye. No.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay, claims.
Claims total $250,102.80.
Do you guys have any questions about the claims or comments?
Evidently, John was concerned about transferring that one CCD fund, but evidently doesn't need to for the door repairs. So, I'm good with it.
And that amount was $1,575 on the door repairs.
What was the question? I didn't.
Page 5 is
Maybe
the
very
sheriff's,
Right. Remember seeing it.
But he's got money in that fund, right? I'm good with it too. Anything, Joe? I'll make a motion to pay claims for 6/17/2013 in the amount of $250,102.80.
Second.
okay, we have a motion second on the floor to pay the claims today for June 17th in the amount of $250,102.80. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
We had a separate claim to pay Vectren to avoid taxes and or penalties in the amount of $113.95 for the highway.
I move we approve a separate docket for Vectren for $113.95.
Second.
Motion second on the floor to pay the veteran claim, a separate claim for the highway department in the amount of $113.95. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
That's twice, isn't it?
And the last docket, we are going to approve contingent upon approval from the county council. They're waiting on an additional appropriation and then transfer of funds. And one of them is for Suzanne Miller, and then two are for emergency management to Ace Harbor and rail damage.
The funds aren't there yet?
No, and this docket is made for Wednesday, so the meeting's tomorrow night. If they approve it, it'll be processed on Wednesday. If they don't, it'll be deleted.
Well, we've got school for paying before money's appropriated,
We're not,
It won't be paid till Wednesday.
she isn't gonna pay it.
but should we go ahead and do it? Does it have to be paid okay today, or can it be wait, if their docket's on Wednesday, it's only a week and a half later to our next meeting, so should we make sure the money's there before we approve the claim?
That's,
John, you have any advice for us on that?
Is there a reason it has to be paid immediately?
That's what I'm asking.
Is moving, should be moving to Montana, possibly this week.
And is there gonna be more claims with Suzanne? I mean, she's working with the treasurer's office like Jackie was, so.
I don't believe so.
Is there, as far as I'm concerned, I say we need to wait till the money is in the account before we approve the claim.
Really, that's the process. It has to be appropriated first.
Yeah.
That appropriation, that additional appropriation also technically needs to be approved by the DLGF before it can be spent.
Yeah.
So even if the council approves it on Tuesday, the DLGF technically still has to approve it. And that may not happen on Wednesday. So we probably should wait just for the process.
Okay, what about that one for the Ace Hardware?
Ace Hardware and Real Image are just to transfer funds, which have to be council approved.
So do we need to act on these today?
You should wait on those as
Just
well.
release on the whole thing.
The whole thing?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lindsay. Brett Morris, Highway Department.
Good morning.
Morning.
Let's go ahead and do the permits to get them out of the way first. First one I have is for TDS Telecom. They're asking permission to bore underneath 400 South at 845 West for a new phone service.
They're just born under the roof to tie into an individual home.
Directional board.
I move we approve permit number 2013-11 for a directional bore for at 845 West for the phone service by TDS Telecom.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve permit 2013-11 for a request for directional boring from TDS at 400 South and 845 West. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next one I have is application to work in the right of way. It's for Bruce Lentz, 4960 South, 50 West. He's wanting to fill in a low spot in his yard. Part of it consists of the right of way a little bit, and he's just asking permission to go ahead and fill it in to even it out with everything else. I've looked at it, I don't have a problem with it at all, so. If you want to see any pictures or anything, I suppose the best picture is where the water comes up out of the field, fills it here, and he's getting all this debris washed up in his yard and stuff. There's the low area. I can see why he wants to do it.
Slow down the debris.
Yeah, basically.
I don't have a problem.
I move we approve application 2013-12 to fill in the right-of-way at 4960 South, 50 West for Bruce Lentz.
Second.
Motion and second on the floor to grant permit 2013-12 to Bruce Lentz to do some dirt work in the side ditch at, on his property, 4960 South, 50 West. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
The last one I have, as far as permits, this is for Keith Keelish. They're wanting to run a new drainage tile. It's across 100 south, and it's about 1,200 feet east of 600 east. They're gonna do an open cut, be clear across the roadway, 2 feet wide, about 6 foot deep. There'll be an open cut, be a backhoe cut. Ron Hyatt is the one doing the work. I don't have a problem with it at all. Keelish.
700 west, where's it at?
100 south, back east of 600 east, about 1,200 feet. It's across one of the windmill roads, so if they get it done pretty quick. It'll
It's
be
just
done
gonna put a
before-
drain, once you want to put a tile under
It's a
the.
new field tile.
I move we approve permit number 2013-13 to Keith Keelich at 12665 North 700 West to put a drainage tile in east of 600 east, approximately 1,200 feet.
Second.
We have a motion second on the floor to approve permit 2013-13 to Keith Keelish for a road cut for a field tile, 100 south, just east of 600 east. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
He is gonna get it done before they redo the road, right?
Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't want to wait till afterwards. The last thing, or well, not the last thing, next thing I'd like to ask permission to purchase a security and a surveillance system for the highway department. I have a proposal that was written up. It was for $5,998.54. And then there's a monthly charge of $17 a month for utilizing the alarm.com to monitor the security and the surveillance system. And we have it's in our budget, we have enough money to accommodate this.
How hard is that to get out of? If you decide to quit using that monthly charge?
I don't think it's hard at all. They didn't talk about it with us. If you decide not to use it anymore, you just cancel your contract.
Yeah, I've seen some of your problems. I have no, well, I think good idea, time to
They-
advance a little.
We want to change the locks out, put keypad entrance, access to the doors, instead of having so many keys out and stuff.
I'd support it. You? Got any questions on it? Then I'll make a motion, we grant the highway superintendent permission to purchase the lock system that he just quoted.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion second on the floor to grant permission to the highway superintendent to purchase the security system that was mentioned previously. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
You did mention that was in your budget, right?
Yes, we have money covered. Yeah. Okay, thank you. The next thing we have, I've talked to W.A. Jones where the trucks are all being built, the new trucks. The first two trucks, which are both triaxles, should be done towards the end of the week. If not the end of this week, probably the first part of next week. So hopefully we'll be getting them, and then they're ready to start our tandem truck, so hopefully it won't take too much longer. I attended a windmill meeting last Thursday. Vintage that is going to do the reseal on the windmill roads, and D&D was there. Obviously, with all the rain that we've had this spring, is setting white behind on doing the cleanup work and things. So that's going to hold up the chip seal process. For the simple fact they don't want to come in on resealed roads with their heavy equipment and do cleanup work after the chip seal is done. The potential of tearing up the roads again. So depending on how long the rain holds them off, I mean, they're already delayed probably 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks total right now. So it just depends on how soon they get back in there on it and start it again. If Benish is held up very long, they may have to leave for a short time and go do some of their other work where it is dry enough, and then come back and do others. So right now, they're going to start in Madison County. If things are dry enough over there right now, they're probably starting this morning. And they'll do everything that they can east of 13, and then they'll be ready to move this way. So, but the cleanup work is going to hold them up and make it over our direction. Until that's done, there's not a lot they can do. I think that's all I have. If I have questions or anything.
Explain the process. White's not doing they're just a contractor, right? And they've subbed that to E&D.
Right. White is doing the cleanup work.
What's the cleanup?
The cleanup work would be taking out all the turn-ins and things, and straighten them out with our roads. We have just like a regular driveway, you turn in off the road, go back to the wind turbines. They're moving the stone out, putting it in the driveways, fixing up the side ditches back like they were, putting in culvert pipes in those driveways that they go back to the wind turbines. And then they'll do the preliminary road work as far as pulling the edges of the road back in and doing the roughing in, so to speak, of the grading. And then Benish will come in and do the final grade on it and shoot the prime and then do the conversion process. The way it stands right now, they're going to shoot road oil and chip seal the first part of the day. The second part of the day, they're going to shoot prime, so that the prime is only left open just overnight to try to accommodate people as far as not having to run through fresh oil anymore. They absolutely have to.
What's prime?
Prime is the binder that holds the stone down before you shoot your AE90 over the top of it and put your stone in it for your chip seal.
It's AE90.
AE90
Confusing me with terms.
It's road oil that we use in the chip seal process. That's the actual oil that the stone was laid into that makes up the chip seal.
Of course, on dirt and turf building, if we take it over at Tipton.
They're not completely moved out yet. They've got a lot of stuff out of there. And I do need to get up there and spray that a lot, since they're getting some of that stuff out of there. Before, there wasn't really room to work up there. Now, I think they've got enough stuff out now that I think we could actually get in there.
I saw they still had some spools and some steel piles and stuff.
Right, yeah. They got to clean all that
People
stuff.
whose backyard are in it are kind of anxious
Sure,
to get
I
that
can
back
understand.
where they don't have to look at it.
And we probably need to get up there and mow it one more time too. Clean it up some.
Okay. Thanks, Brad.
Thank you.
Sheriff?
We got 18 people, 19 people, sorry, we got 19 people. We're having one of the jail doors act up again already. We've also got our first bill from the inmate for $18,500 from IU North or Community North, whichever hospital, I think it was IU North, that he was at. But we'll let our medical company see if they can get it lowered. That's the first bill we got from the inmate that had an appendix bust. But we're also having problems with our cable. It's all analog. Now it's all digital. They're going to all digital. They're going to have to come in and rewire the whole jail to change that over. Week before I had to I contacted John's office, reference an employee we had to lay off the jail due to, he went through all his vacation, holidays, donated days from people, FMLA, and he cannot perform the job as required with the issue that he had, so we had to lay him off, and I think he's going to end up applying for disability. Other than that, John helped us tremendous with how to right price us, so I'm going to be at the noon meeting training today. But I'll be down there today to listen to the FMLA and HR issues. Anything for me?
I don't have anything.
Questions? All right.
Thank you, John. Okay, we have a request for use of the courthouse lawn for the nickel plate arts sign unveiling. Jeff Sheridan.
Good morning.
Morning, Jeff.
This is a request coming from the Nickel Plate Arts Gateway and Interpretive Signage Project. They'd like to hold a progressive dedication tomorrow afternoon beginning at 2 o'clock on the courthouse lawn. They'll begin at 2 o'clock in Tipton and then 3 o'clock in Atlanta, Arcadia, Cicero, and conclude at 6:45 in Fishers, working their way south. And in effect, they're just going to unveil some signage. Permanent location yet to be determined, but temporarily they'd like to show it here in Tipton. It takes place at, as I said, 2 o'clock, and expect the ceremony to last about 10 minutes. I've been working with the Chamber of Commerce and the Mayor's office to try to coordinate this, and just asking your permission to hold the ceremony there on the courthouse lawn.
You guys have any questions for Jeff?
I move we grant the permission for the nickel plate ceremony for tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Second.
We have a motion second on the floor to grant permission for the use of courthouse grounds for the nickel plate arts group at 2 p.m. tomorrow, June 18th. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Jeff. Okay, next item we'll take care of is this resolution for the Economic Development Area Plan, which is Resolution 2013-07.
07, you said?
That's right. Can you come down? Thank you.
Find my copy of that. A resolution of the Board of Commissioners of Tipton County, Indiana, approving amendments to the declaratory resolution and economic development plan for an economic development area previously established in Tipton County, Indiana. Whereas the Tipton County Redevelopment Commission, as the governing body of the Tipton County Redevelopment Department pursuant to Indiana Code 36-7-14 as amended on August 7, 2007, adopted resolution number 2007-10 as modified and confirmed on May 19, 2008, following a public hearing by resolution number 2008-10 for the purpose of declaring an area of Tipton County, Indiana, known as the Detroit Chrysler Economic Development Area, to be an economic development area within the meaning of Section 41 of the Act, designating the entire economic development area as an allocation area for purposes of the Section 39 of the Act, designating one or more taxpayers as designated taxpayers for the purpose of Section 39.3 of the Act, and approving the Detroit Chrysler Economic Development Area Plan for the economic development area. And whereas the Commission on December 22nd, 2010 adopted a resolution as modified and confirmed on August 29, 2011, following a public hearing by resolution number 2011-2, which amended the 2008 declaratory resolution to rename the economic development area and allocation area and make certain other amendments to the 2008 declaratory resolution and the original plan. The 2008 declaratory resolution as so amended the 2011 declaratory resolution and the original plan as so amended the plan. And whereas Chrysler Group LLC has acquired the previously vacant manufacturing facility located in the allocation area and intends to install new equipment to manufacture transmissions at the facility. And whereas on May 9th, 2013, the Redevelopment Commission approved and adopted a resolution approving certain amendments to the 2011 declaratory resolution and the plan. And whereas the Tipton County Plan Commission on May 20th, 2013 adopted a resolution determining that the resolution and the amendments conform to the plan of development for Tipton County, Indiana, and approving the resolution and the amendments. And whereas pursuant to Section 16B and 41 of the Act, the Commission has submitted the resolution, the amendments, and the Plan Commission order to the Board of Commissioners of Tipton County, Indiana. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of Tipton County, Indiana, pursuant to Section 16B and 41 of the Act, this board hereby approves in all respects the resolutions and amendments and the Plan Commission order. This board hereby approves the designation of Chrysler Group LLC, including related entities as described in the resolution, as a designated taxpayer pursuant to Section 39.3 of the Act. This resolution shall be in full force and effect from and after its adoption, adopted this 17th day of June 2013.
I move we adopt resolution 2013-07.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to adopt resolution 2013-17 that was just previously read. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And it's just a point of information maybe for the public. And as this resolution states, since there was a change in a taxpayer, this had to be done for the TIF district out there, where Chrysler is now. It's just a name change.
And so, yeah, it allows the gathering or collecting personal property taxes on Chrysler.
What was the number?
There's your copies I found.
2013, make a correction, I believe I said 17 when I repeated the motion. This is 2013-07. So correction to the motion for the minutes.
Can you make sure that a copy gets in that redevelopment commission file? And then I'm sure Rick Hall will want a copy.
Okay.
Rick.
Okay, official bond request from the Veterans Affairs Officer. Yes, sir.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
I'm your County Veteran Service Officer. Just a quick rundown of my office. I've been in this office for 11 and a half years now, and I'm a former U.S. Marine Corps veteran with 12 years of service. And we have approximately 1,400 veterans in Tipton County. And currently, we have a total income coming in for those veterans and their families of $4,465,000. This includes compensations for veterans with service-connected injuries, pension claims, there's vocational rehab, there's medical care, there's insurance needs, and there is widow's pension claims also. Since I've been in this position, my contribution to this amount is $850,000. I still have approximately 50 claims pending. I've set a goal for $1 million, and I'm quite sure that by this year sometime I'll meet that goal of $1 million. I'm very passionate about this job because I have a deep desire to help veterans and their families to receive all of their earned rewards. To that extent, I've met many veterans here on my day off, I've met many in here on a Saturday, and on a few occasions, I've met a few in here on Sunday. So I believe that that the veteran deserves whatever it takes to meet their need. I ran across this little quote the other day I thought was pretty neat. A veteran is someone who at one point in their life wrote a blank commitment check made payable to the United States of America for any amount up to and including their life. That was pretty neat. On June the 4th through the 6th of this year, I attended a mandatory Indiana Department of Veterans Affairs training conference. I learned that Governor Pence had signed into law House Bill 1387, which requires a county or city veteran service officer employed prior to July the 1st of 2013 to attend a course to become accredited to represent veterans by July the 1st of 2015. This accreditation will allow the veteran service officers to become much more proactive in the veterans claim process and could be very instrumental in speeding up the claim adjudication process also. At that conference, the Indiana Department of Veterans Affairs would like all service officers to be bonded. I think you have a copy of that request in your packet. So that's about it, unless you have a question.
And the amount of bond that being requested is $15,000.
$15,000.
And the premium on that is $100 per year.
Yes.
That have to be paid this year, or does that start next year?
Probably immediate. Well, I don't know for sure. Check with them. As soon as I can, I imagine.
Now, if you look at this little cover thing, I assume the law took effect July 1st, didn't it? Or
Yeah.
well. So I assume it will be an issue.
Well, it says has to attend the course, yes, not be bonded. Which I'm okay with that.
All right.
Or we pay for the bond out of.
Greg, do we have money in that bond line?
I thought we
Max
zeroed
it.
it out, didn't we?
I think we did zero it out. We have to get additional appropriation to do that.
So we got one full line, we take that $100 out of it.
Okay.
We have to transfer our appropriation.
We need to take a look and just see.
Yeah, surely we've got someplace we can transfer $100.
I'm sure too.
You want to take care of that at the next meeting?
Could we go ahead and approve that?
We can go ahead and approve the bond.
Go ahead and approve the bond, and then the administrative department will be done.
And pay them, we can go ahead and approve this.
They'll send a bill.
Because they're gonna,
They'll send a bill for
yeah.
it.
Because he's gonna have to go over to go over here to his, and they'll send it.
Yeah, I told her as soon as you approved it, I could go over there, get the paperwork.
We're gonna approve it. I mean, Lindsay could find us a line, couldn't she?
We could find the money. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we
not a
can prove
problem.
it today and find the line.
I mean, we should be able to go ahead and find the money today if you call Lindsay. We're gonna get $100.
You know, we'll be until the next claim. We'll be able to do it after that.
He's gotta take the money today.
No, she'll bill us.
She'll bill us?
They bill for bonds, yeah.
Okay.
Well, we have a motion then to approve Bill Senior being bonded.
So,
Second.
Okay, we have a motion second to allow William Steen to Senior to purchase a $15,000 bond for Veterans Administration. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, so I'll just go on over there then sometime this week. Okay, very good, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Greg, what about the addendum to Maximus's contract?
That is an addendum for 40 hours of contractual outside professional services, consultation.
Okay. Is there any discussion on that?
What is this actually?
Right here on Exhibit A, right here spells the scope of the addendum for the contract, which is an additional 40 hours, maximum of 40 hours of consultant training on various functions within the county auditor's office. It says it relates to review of receipts and disbursements of all funds and validating the difference between the auditor and treasurer's office. All we need to approve this is a motion and a second.
That's to approve the addendum. The money's already appropriated and everything.
Money is approved by the council.
He's already been to the council for their
Everything else is all done.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion, we approve the addendum to the professional consulting services agreement by and between Maximus Consulting Services Incorporated and Tipton County Board of Commissioners, State of Indiana.
Second. Before we vote, I'd like to, could I see that? I don't. No.
Okay, we have a motion second on the floor to approve an addendum to the Maximus Consulting Services, their contract with Tipton County Board of Commissioners, for a maximum of 40 additional hours of consulting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Let's take care of the minutes for June 3rd.
Okay, Joe?
Yes.
I'll make a motion, we accept minutes for June the 3rd as written.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion second on the floor to approve the minutes from June 3rd's meeting. As presented, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
You want to do this?
Yeah, I think the next one on the list there.
Within a month here of July the 4th fireworks, we have budgeted our $500 for the county for support of the fireworks. So I'd like to make a motion to go ahead and send the fireworks their $500 request, and that's budgeted for 2013 in line 1109.39700.000.000.0068.
Second. We have a motion second on the floor to grant our annual $500 donation to the firework committee, which that comes out of the commissioner's Cadget grant line. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Joe, do you want to give an update on the, I see this is for our information, on the jail study committee?
I think that's the subcommittee of, what do we do with the old jail, which is Jill Howerton and
You can give us
Dave
a,
Matchett.
you can give us a, anytime an overview of what's going on with the, overall, with the whole committee.
Okay, and I think we're probably aware that the jail committee chaired by Mr. Klein and Tom Lett have broken the larger committee of about 30 into subcommittees, about 7 of them. One of them's for site, one of them's for size and scope, one of them is for financing. This report that we have to get today is if we do go forward with this, what do we do with this old building and this old site over here? And everybody's, there is no time frame or any time limit for any of these committees. So that's what this report is. They're all meeting regularly or whatever they feel is necessary. And I think as far as a community effort, it's really going well at this point. There's been no decisions made other than the decision that we would go forward to the point that we would go into the subcommittee part of the work.
Has your committee had any opportunity to talk about the roof situation at the?
Nobody wants to talk about the roof situation. No, other than we are going to get some feedback on responsibility, and you know, I would just assume that there will be a point that we will have to do, the county will have to do something with that roof before.
Is it even being discussed that the old house itself is separate from the jail?
Well, the
And the
committee
roof
is-
and the biggest roof issue is with the old house, not the jail itself.
Yeah, and the committee or the subcommittee is aware that their responsibility is discharged to what is on the, as far as on the historical register.
Yeah.
You know, there's some comment, and it just hadn't been investigated. I can't believe it to be the truth, but that's the old emergency management building directly to the south could be on that register. I just, you know, I haven't checked that out, but I don't think that's the
I don't
case.
think it was put on.
The other thing is, there was an insurance claim after the flood turned in on that building. I haven't heard back from Chuck what that might be. That building is, in my opinion, the building's gonna come down. And Chuck was about out of it. It's a building that you would like to see maybe used for storage, but I think we'd have to pour so much money into the roof. And even making it secure would be difficult, so I think that's just something we're gonna have to decide. But I haven't said anything about it because I thought, this insurance claim was pending.
You guys have anything?
Just a couple things. Who give us this? Did you do this? The Wildcat map? I believe I came.
That came from Phil.
Okay. Well, I remember we talked about it, and I don't know if would be of any value to the public, but that's exactly what I wanted to see, is where you can just look at this and look down here and really see what's gonna happen over there on those roads.
Phil Beard had made a comment that he would forward this information to the Copeland Tribune and the Tipton Tribune. I don't know if he did or not.
So do you have this?
I think they got forwarded to both newspapers.
Well,
I think it's on the website, isn't it?
I think it's on the website too, isn't it?
Because I saw it somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's on the county website too.
great, because that's really well done, and gives everybody an idea of what's gonna happen.
So Luann, you can have a copy of this if you want it before you leave. You guys have anything?
Dirt and turf. We still have that rented as of now, but they're moving. There's not been any determination on what to do with that, has there? Other than,
Last I knew that they are done renting it, but they have not completely cleaned up their leftovers. That now the county highway department is going to take over cleaning it up to satisfy the neighbors. And that's the only thing that I've heard them decided.
and it does mean, I went up there the other day, and I think we've got an obligation to keep that cleaned up because of the neighbors up there. I don't know what, our long-term, what we want to do with that long-term. I know we talked about, you thought maybe you could use it for storage, but, I got to think, I think I'd much rather rent it and take that income and build him facilities where you're at now.
Well,
I think it'd be more useful, but I don't know, maybe there's no potential
Well, I
lease.
think long-term, once the road project's finished, I think the state has plans of disposing of that property.
Because I looked at our lease and I thought, I didn't really.
Actually, the people that took over the Robert Miller building actually wanted a chance.
Yeah, they had mentioned that when they went in there, but I think the process will be that the state, since they own dirt and turf property, when it comes time to sell that property, they'll just put it up for sale. So in the long term, anything we plan is probably not valid.
Probably not, I'd have to look at that, because I was a little surprised at the term of the lease that we, was it 10 years?
10 years.
I thought,
But I think
I'm sure they,
10 years until they sell it, until the state sells the property.
I'm sure they've got an opportunity to break the lease.
Will it justify us, like if I go up there and spray the lot and stuff, keep weeds out and stuff? Do you want me to plan on having it all summer, or?
Yeah.
I can either do.
I don't think it'll be that soon.
I can either do Roundup or do practice on, you know the difference.
Yeah, I don't think, I don't think anything will happen.
I think a lot of that you need to use Primatol.
Yeah, I think we need to take care of it like we're gonna have it for a while, maybe 2 or 3 years. I don't know how long it'll be before the state.
Right now, it's 9 more years.
Yeah,
Primatol basically should hold us the rest of something for this year.
right. That's what I would do with it. I'd do it. Do you have anything? Do you have anything else, Joe? No. John, did you have any? Nope. Do you have any comments from the public? Bob?
Just one quick one. Bob Edinger, is it possible to look at the landscaping proposal, what they're gonna do?
Yeah.
So I didn't have a desk, okay.
Joe, I think there's like one master copy that Joe has in the office, or that the commissioners have, that's put in there. So, matter of fact, there's actually two, one from Purdue and then there's one from Lee, is that correct?
I think they're both in there, I think, yeah.
Should be both in there.
One from Lee Landscaping, and one from Purdue University.
But the answer is yes. Yeah, no problem, just maybe after the meeting, we'll have a few minutes, so.
Thank you.
All right, anybody else?
Jeff Hoover. Real quick, the gentleman that was talking about the Veterans Affairs and the bond, that was $100 for that bond. As a veteran, can I donate that $100? And I guess tell me how that would work if I would want to donate that $100. Would I go over and just pay Hughes, or do I need to run it through?
You have to make the donation to the auditor's office. The auditor's office would then have to receipt it in, and then it can be paid. The county has to show it being paid for the bond to be official, so
Okay.
you have to run through the auditor's office.
I mean, help you guys try to find money someplace, if you're okay with that.
Certainly.
Do they have to set a separate line item or anything with it, John, or they just put it in general fund? I mean, when they receive it, it comes into the general fund, doesn't it? Donations.
I don't know if the auditor's office has the donations.
Not sure that we have one.
I don't quite honestly.
I'm trying to make it easy on you guys for, having to switch line items. I didn't know if that would make it easier or not, but I'm willing to donate the $100.
Sometimes that makes it a lot more difficult because the way accounting works with government. Donations are always appreciated, but it makes it kind of pain in the neck.
Yeah, I wasn't trying, I was just, as a veteran, I was wanting to do that as, to help out all the vets and.
I'm sure we can make it work.
We can figure out a way to make it
All
work.
right, we'll drop the check off.
We certainly wouldn't reject a donation.
Okay.
And thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
On another note, I do have some more complaint forms out of Windfall. I did bring copies for you gentlemen if you want them. If not, I just wanted to let you know that there are more complaints coming out of Windfall. So, it's up to you if you want a copy or not.
Yeah, I think the last time
Yeah, I'll take a copy.
Well, the last time.
You gave a copy to the
I can get
auditor
you after
for
the
the record.
meeting, too.
Yeah, what-
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion second on the floor to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.